Weather part of Agweek now. The first significant winter storm of the winter season has passed through parts of the northern plains, and we'll see what effect it has. We are finally dealing with more average November temperatures, and I see that for the foreseeable future. Nothing really earth-shatteringly cold dropping into the northern plains, upper Midwest anytime soon, but it's definitely turned cooler. First big snowstorm, of course, that has passed through the area this weekend, actually late last week, and probably the first of many in various parts of the area. The point is, winter's beginning has finally begun to take some seeds. Now, here's what's going on. The jet stream has actually kind of recovered a little bit this weekend after this deep low-pressure trough moved through and brought the snowstorm to parts of the region late last week. It's actually turned relatively mild. Of course, the areas that have snow on the ground now are a bit colder than those that don't, but it's not really that cool across the area. However, the really warm air has gone in retreat down south. You'll notice the rainy weather will persist along the west coast. Most of the pattern this week is not going to be especially rainy. As we get into Tuesday, I see another little weather system forming, may actually produce some rain thunderstorms down in parts of Arizona, but that will likely move up into some part of the lower or central Midwest around midweek. We'll still have cool weather mostly in the north. The warm weather will remain in the south. Mild enough that by the middle of the week toward Thanksgiving, there'll be a lot of snow melting going on across the northern plains and upper Midwest. But I don't think we're finished with the snow and the cold weather. But as far as this week goes, things will actually get a little warmer. Toward the weekend, I think the cold weather will begin to drop southward again, or at least the cool weather. Nothing terribly cold in this, but I think we'll see a lot of near freezing, slightly above freezing, and below freezing weather, while the warm air will stay down south, and most of the really wet weather this week will likely remain along the west coast. In the second week of the pattern, with all this cool weather locked around, I do see one weather system probably kicking up through some part of the Middle West around middle week, probably close to the jet stream. The weather will likely remain predominantly cool as we head into the first week of December. By that, it means probably a little below freezing, but not crazy cold. So December temperatures, we're going to start out the month with a little bit of cool weather. Things will relax a little bit, but there are definite signs as we get toward later in the month of some pretty cold weather taking root in this region across the northern plains and the Great Lakes area. As far as any serious weather goes, I see the month of December gradually getting colder, especially toward the end of the month. With the jet stream coming out of the southwest, there will be opportunity for several snowstorms through the region, so we may have more moisture coming in than we had last winter. Cool forecast short term, not that cold, turning colder in December, and a snowy December pattern.